What's going on, YouTube? This is DJ So, and I just wanted to make this video to let you know about what happened this weekend at a wedding. So this past Sunday, I had a wedding. It was over at Southern Grace. The wedding was going to be taking place outside. The ceremony was taking place outside. And on this day, it was pretty cold and pretty windy. And so I was going to set up for the ceremony. And I had planned on setting up my JBL Eon 1 Compact and then also using my Phoenix Pro wireless microphones. And I was going to be using 3 microphones, one for the Efficient on a stand, another one for a vocalist, and then another one for another vocalist slash guitarist. He was going to be playing guitar. So I got my JBL speaker, I got my Behringer mixer, I got my battery station, my Blue Yeti battery station, and I was gonna hook everything up and everything was gonna be great. Well, of course, with the wind, there was possibly gonna be some wind noise coming through the microphones. And then when I went to do a sound check with the Efficient, he said that there was gonna be kind of a good amount of moving, as far as the bride and groom were going to be kind of moving up some steps, moving down. They were doing communion. That's where the vocalists, musicians were going to be using the microphones. And so the Efficient suggested that it would be best to maybe use a different microphone, or, you know, he was just going to talk really loud, which I said, no, look, I think I've got another solution. So I told him about my Hollyland microphones. And I believe this might have been the first or second time that I would have used them. And so I ran back into the reception area where I was storing my equipment and got the Hollyland microphones. Now, I may have not used it at a gig, but I had tested it out plenty of times at my house just to make sure that the sound was coming through. So I run back over to the ceremony site and I hook it up, and I'm looking at my board and I don't have a channel available on my board that would connect to my Hollyland. Thankfully, on the actual speaker, on the JBL speaker, there was a channel that was open that I used. And another good thing about the speaker was that you could change the channel that I was putting the microphone into, either on mic or line. So I switched that thing over to the mic input, level input, and turned the transmitter receiver on, and everything sounded great. You could hear everything that was coming out of the Efficient's mouth. I mean, I put a dead cat on that thing for the wind, clipped it onto kind of his vest, and everything was good. So all that being said, just make sure that you have different tools for different situations that come up. The reason why DJs buy a lot of equipment is because you never know what situation you're going to find yourself in. So as a new or beginner DJ, you don't just want to buy equipment just to accumulate. I made that mistake kind of when I was starting off, but find the right tools that you need for certain situations. Thankfully, this past Sunday, I had the tools in order to solve the issues that we had and the challenges that I faced at that wedding. So just an encouragement to new beginner DJs, even veteran DJs, just a little bit of advice. Make sure you have the tools that you need to make the couple's day one that, you know, they don't have to stress about, and one that they'll never forget. So that's just my words of advice, words of wisdom. Thank you so much for watching. This is DJ So, Daddy by day, DJ by night. God bless.